What's up, everybody? Circus here. We're doing a deck highlight video because this deck, PDS says, is the rogue deck that can counter the meta. How are you doing, PDS?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm sorry. How about you,
I am
Circus?
not PDS, but close
Yes.
enough. I'm doing pretty good. Now, I called you and I said, hey, we got to do a video tonight. What do you want to talk about? And I was like, Blue Eyes. And you're like, dude, Blue Eyes is so last week. There's a deck that just won a tournament. We need to talk about it. And that deck is what?
It is Evil Eye.
What? No. This deck has like 2 monsters and no boss monster. What are you talking about?
Right. So the monster it does have, Medusa,
Mm-hmm.
it's very, very powerful against a lot of the meta decks, combined with the Evil Eye of Selene.
Mm-hmm.
That equip card says equip only to an Evil Eye monster. It cannot be destroyed by battle or opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. So, like, right off the bat, it's like, okay, so I can't destroy it by battle, I can't target it, and I can't destroy it by card effects. So how am I going to get rid of this Medusa?
Well, you got to
And,
hit that. You got to hit that Selene, right?
yeah, you're going to have to hit the Selene. But the thing is, Selene also has another effect where if if the Evil Eye player takes damage, which they do from activating their Evil Eye effects, it'll gain that as an attack. So you end up being in a situation where the Medusa can get up to like 4,000, 5,000 attack, and it
Right.
can't be targeted or destroyed by battle or anything. And then the other thing is that Medusa has the ability to banish monsters from your opponent's graveyard when it has the equip on it.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's equipped with Evil Eye Selene. So what is that good against right now? So against Blue Eyes, it's extremely good against those stones. It's extremely good against Book of Moon. It's extremely good against Treacherous Trap Hole. All these popular cards that Blue Eyes plays, they can't use their normal tactics to get rid of it. The only thing they can really do is set up the Blue Eyes, the twin burst dragon.
Mm-hmm.
They have access to that, and that's their only out. And Evil Eye has a very easy way of dealing with that with Evil Eye Defeat.
Okay, so with
And
the Medusa's effect, what you're saying with the stones is she has the effect she can banish. Is it once per turn she can banish something from your opponent's graveyard? So the stone goes to the graveyard and she can just banish it, so they don't get the effect.
yeah, exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
And
so
then
that's
with the
also
with the treacherous trap hole, she's protected by the Selene because she can't be destroyed by card effects.
exactly.
And Blue Eyes isn't running a lot of back row hate, so they don't really have a
Exactly.
way to take out the Selene.
Yes, exactly. So all they really
Okay.
have access to is, looking at most deck lists, they even cut the Dragon Spirit White. All they have is the rank 8, the
The,
Heretic Sun,
the
and
Heliopolis.
the
Yeah.
Vermilion Dragon Mech. That's
Yep.
it. They don't have any other out.
So they have to
So
go out of their way to get rid of this one
exactly.
card.
Yeah.
And these cards kind of want to be destroyed too because they have effects. They get destroyed. They go to the grave. They can be recycled, right? Because once they go to the grave, they're not done.
Right.
Because
They have additional effects in the graveyard. You can, discard a card, or at least that's Gorgonio, discard a card, add and then you banish the Gorgonio, you add a different Evil Eye card, spell or trap from your deck to your hand,
mm-hmm.
and then the Selene, you pay 1,000 and you get to set it back right into the spell and trap zone. So it's not like you get rid of it once and they're gone forever. They have a lot of recursions.
Well, that's why they also play Storm because they can get away with that, right? They got the field spell. They can destroy that and use that as a starter.
Yeah.
They can take out your cards with it. They can take out the Selene, the Gorgonio or whatever it's called. They can take that out and just keep recycling these things.
Right. And the skill that they're playing right now is Titan Showdown,
mm-hmm.
which is a skill that you trigger by being at, I believe it's 2,000 left, or no, it's whenever your opponent has double the amount of life points.
Right.
So like, how would you do that? They have to be at 4,000, and you'd have to be at 2,000. So how do I put myself at 2,000? And you do that very easily by activating the Evil Eye effects. You have to pay to activate most of them.
Yeah, it's like 500 a pop or something like that.
Exactly, yes.
And you want to activate them. I mean, that's what balances them out, right? Because they are pretty broken at times.
Exactly, yeah. And they have access to rank 3s, which gives you the Nightmare Shark play, which is a 4,000 direct attack. And you have Storm, so you clear the back row and then you Storm you storm them and then you just swing with Nightmare Shark for game.
Oh, that's
And
just
that,
dirty. I
yeah,
love it. I love
yeah,
it. That's so cheesy.
yeah.
Maybe I'll
So
have to just
it
yeah.
has a really good Blue Eyes matchup, and then it has a pretty good Dark Lord matchup for the same reason of banishing.
Hmm.
They go to target banishment or sanctified or contact. You can just banish them from the grave, so they don't
Is
have
it any
access
card
anymore.
or is it just monster cards?
It's oh no, yeah, you're right. It's just monsters, yeah. So you would
Okay.
only be able to banish the Dark Lords, like if they try to revive one with contact.
Right, right.
Yeah. So
But their trap, you kind of touched on it before, that evil eye defeat, that's basically their dual wield or whatever, right?
yeah, they
If they
have
go first and they set that up, you're in a lot of trouble.
exactly. Yeah, it lets you. It even lets them target their own monsters if they want to. Like, let's say they leave a weak monster up by accident, or it just they're pushing and then it didn't work out. They can even bounce their own guy back. So you'll see them do that even. But if you have Celine, you get to return two instead of just one, and it's only up to two, so you don't have
Right.
to. Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
So
And there is a new monster in the lineup. What is that one? We see the you got the Medusa and then what's the Basilisk, I think it's called. And
yeah,
then there's like a
the
third one.
Kato Bell Pass, something like that.
Yeah.
So that one is the one that's it special summons itself onto the field, and if you control an evil eye monster, right? So you
Hmm.
can push them itself. But the thing is that it will banish itself when it leaves the field. So that's
Oh,
the
okay.
one drawback. But the thing is, if you do an XC summon, it loses that condition. So then it'll go right back to the graveyard when it
Oh,
goes.
nice. And
Really
then
interesting.
I do see there is one additional spell that I haven't seen played before. It's right next to Storm there. Which one is that? Evil
So
Eye.
that is Evil Eye Awakening.
Okay,
So
what does
that
that do?
card is it allows you to special summon one Evil Eye monster from your hand or your graveyard. So it's kind of like a monster reborn, and it also
Okay.
works from your hand. And then if you have an Evil Eye Celine in your spell and trap zone, you can special summon an Evil Eye monster from your deck. So it's a pretty strong card. Like it lets you get any of the. Usually you already have a Medusa set up, so you're going for the level threes.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
what are the best matchups right now for this deck? We said Blue
So
Eyes.
yeah, Blue Eyes is really good. It has a pretty good matchup against the Dark Lord deck, only
Hmm.
because you can make your guy really big, and then if you guys know anything about Blue Eyes versus Dark Lords, they can't even deal with a 3,000 attack monster.
Hmm.
So imagine them having to deal with 4,000 attack, can't be targeted, nothing. So they can't even get rid of it with Desire. They struggle quite a bit versus that. Versus the Water Exceeds deck, you guys know it's pretty popular. They can't Book a Moon your guy. They can't infantry the Medusa. They have to infantry
The
your
Celine.
exactly.
Okay.
And there is a cute little interaction with Dweller. So what ends up happening is they can they activate Dweller, putting infantry into the graveyard, and then you can chain your Medusa to banish their infantry as chain link 2.
Oh,
So what ends up
okay.
happening is that the infantry doesn't resolve, so then they can't actually destroy anything on the field because the card has to be in the location where it's going to activate to activate. So because its location was changed and it has not activated yet, it will not trigger.
Oh, that's
So then
awesome.
so you're able to dodge that pop effect for the Water Exceeds deck.
Nice. What about automats?
Yeah, so Onomats, that's an interesting one because they have access to the Gagaga Bolt, which is an insanely powerful card versus this deck because they can take out your Celine and then they can just M7 your Medusa. So
Not a good
Onomats
match
definitely,
then.
yeah. So yeah. I think the final good matchup would probably be Fire Kings because
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay.
you can take out the Garunix, which is anytime your Garunix is getting banished, you're having a bad day. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, this is deck I'll have to check out or watch out for it because we always kind of make fun of it because it doesn't really have a boss monster, but maybe it doesn't need one now. It like you said, it's kind of finding like a little place in the meta. It's got some good qualities to it, and then it can XZ someone when it needs to, and maybe cheese out a few wins. It did just win a tournament, so we're gonna see it on the power rankings next week. So if you
Right.
have this deck, maybe you dust it off and give it a try this week.
Right. Yeah. You probably if you went in for Witchcrafters and you got burnt by Konami, you definitely have this deck. So give it a shot. It's pretty interesting deck in this meta.
Awesome. So let us know in the comments below if you plan on playing this deck, or if you already have it and if you already love it. So let us know. One other thing you should do though is get in our Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free. The new player help is free. And you can let us know what other videos you like to watch. So we're going to get out of here. I'm Circus. That's PDS.
See you guys.
We'll see you next time.